Alright, let's have a quick go at making another attack in this game that I'm making. So, what have I not shown you? We added bouncing cats. Look at that. Meow, meow, pew, pew. These will bounce to a random target, explode it, bounce somewhere else. I've made the gun shoot faster. I've made like spawning enemies around the player. And, as you might have just seen there, there's a new little attack that we're working on called Strafing Attack. What it's going to be is this A10 Warthog is going to fly diagonally across the screen and do loads of little explosions and damage. And I'm thinking the idea behind this is it can clear a path for the player and do some damage. So it's kind of like a way of escaping if you're surrounded. So how does this look? We will sort this out, but what it's going to be is there'll be a sprite, and then it's going to shoot at intervals, and then any enemies in those intervals gets pushed to the side. Now I considered doing a sort of line, and then you do collision detection along a line, but it needs to be one after the other. So that kind of led me to think, well, maybe just do a bunch of circles, and then you trigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You trigger them, one after the other, and they trigger an explosion. So, it's gonna fly. So, this is where it's gonna be like a trick. It's smoke and mirrors. What's gonna fly is the sprite will fly, these will stay where they are. So we've got our sprite, and then we want to process it. So we're going to give it a target end, and we're going to give it a start position. Actually, we'll call it start position, and we'll call it end position. And then using the code we've used countless of times. In fact, we don't even need to use. We don't need to like move it towards anything, because there's no real physics for the sprite. We can just tween it. So the cats, they do tweening. So a lot of this game is a lot of tweening. You know, we're leaning on Godot to do things for us, so I don't have to, which I think is a good thing. So the string, how do we do it? Oh, the string is the gun shooting, isn't it? Where is the bounce? Bounce. Here we go. Bounce. So we'll get our strafe and attack, and we'll do a function called strafe target. And then all we do is we tween the sprite, and we tween its position, and we say end position, and we give it a sprite.position equals start position. And once it's done, we'll do strafe complete. I don't think we actually need this function, but we're gonna just add it anyway. And then it's gonna have it's gonna be relative. Yes. We only want it to happen one time, so Godot tween. What are our options for this? So let's have a look. Tween property. Yeah, you could do multiple tweens. Or maybe we'll just loop this around for now. Bounce time. Oh yeah, how fast do we want it to be? Time to strafe. I'm going to call it 3. That's quite slow. Let's see how this looks. Assignment is not allowed. Assignment is not allowed. Right, Okay. It didn't move because we haven't given it a position yet. So it's going to be spawned. I suppose it doesn't matter, does it? The start position is always going to be 0. And then the end position is going to be something, it's going to be different depending on the direction, right? If it's a diagonal, it's going to be bottom right. So we're going to say it's going to be, we want it to go right to left just because that's how the sprite looks at the moment. So we'll do minus 400, minus 400. Is that okay? Oh, vector 2. And then I haven't called the function. Strafe to target. Oh yeah, it should be 400 because it's 0, 0 is top left. Wow, cool. Right. Next, we need these collisions. Every time it kind of goes a certain point, we want to trigger a collision. So this is where we can sort of just fudge it in for now, just to prove that it works, right? We can set some kind of timer. Do we have timers? Let's set a timer. And we'll say, have we used timers anywhere before? Yes. Cool, brilliant. Strafe attack, so we'll set a timer. We'll make another function for this. Try and keep things a bit tidy. Trigger explosions. Explosion timer. So start explosion timers. And then connect on next explosion. And then we'll make the function. And then we'll have a var for current explosion equals 0. And then we say, this is where what we should do is load in all of these nodes. So let's load them up, alright? We'll just do var explosion list number. These are hopefully in, they're not in a sensible order. Okay, I'll move these ones over here. Move this one over here. Move these ones over here. Like that. There we go. Explosion list equals get node explosion list equals get nodes, no get groups. How did we do this? We did this in the world, didn't we? Don't have that code anymore. There we go. Get tree, get nodes in group. Well, we kind of want to get types. We want to get by type. Basically, we just want to get all of our collision shapes. Get node type. Yes, blah blah blah. Get children if that. There's a lot of complicated instances here. What a pain in the ass. I mean, what I should do is instantiate these myself and then just position them, but I can't be asked positioning them. So now I'm actually going to write more code to to assign these as variables. Or it could be, actually, you know what, I'm going to be even sillier and be like explosion 0, and then this. Is this how you expose things? It's called a collision shape 2D. So you write code. No. I just want to assign it. So that's how you do it. Yeah, export var. Oh, it needs a var. Okay. Export var explosion 0 collision shape 2D. And then I can. Where's the script? That's not building, that's why. Everything's perfect. Da, 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 da. Come on. There we go. I can assign them. Wonder if you can do go.export list. Go.array. Ooh. I will do an array instead. An array. Does that work? Expected end of statement after variable declaration. Exporting go.arrays. Can I not give it a type? Have to do go.export array. Export var int equals. Oh, you do this, do you? Just say the type. That's crazy. And then is that working? Yes. I want to add. Oh, I kind of hoping this would be quicker. Never mind. Boop. Boop 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 boop. This is so dumb. Always. I don't know what I'm up to now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, and also I need to give all these masks. They are. Do you want to have named layers? What? Oh, it's not about visibility, is it? Oh, each one of these should have been its own. Balls. Enemies. Right, we've fucked this up. Delete all of them. This needs a collision, so it needs a collision shape 2D, and the collision shape 2D is going to be a circle. And then we're going to place this over here, right? Do I need an area 2D to do a collision? How did I do it with my piece of string? It is a collision shape of a sprite. No, I do need to do this. This really isn't saving me any time at all. But I refuse to write code. Have we given this the right mask? Yes. So then this one needs to be a little bit further away, down here. Make another one a little bit further away, down here. We're gonna do 5 of these. This is laborious. Another one down here. Problem I have is I get stuck on making decisions sometimes. So I would like try this 5 different ways, but never really commit to one. Like right now, I really want to just do this proper way, but yeah. Right. Now, all these got 5 of them. We'll start from the top. Oh, no, it's areas we need them to be, I think. Area 2D. That's on body entered comes from the area, right? On body entered, yeah. So actually we want to take the example of the bouncing one. That's a better one, I think. So that says bounce down, explosion. Oh, we're not actually doing collisions. Oh, we are. Far body in, get overlapping bodies. Alright, brilliant, cool. So, strafing attack. And that uses... Now that is just an area 2D. Yeah, so it is the area 2D we need. Okay, good. So, assign it to area. Condition. P validate value is set true. Does not inherit from collision. Shape. Area 2D. Explosions. Come on, man. Make this work. Yes. 3, 4, 5, 6. Right. Starting from the top. Current explosion. Hey Google, turn on the cave lights.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
It's too dark in here. Never mind. Press the switch myself. Right, for body in overlapping bodies. Don't need to know about the enemy group anymore, do we? Current explosion put equal 1 if current explosion is greater than explosions dot size, then we'll just have it looping for now. 0. So what will this do? Strafe to target, and also start explosion timers. That will cause it to animate. This will cause it to trigger this function, which will loop through each explosion and then find any enemies nearby and boom, blow them up. Now we want this to have a time. Wait time equals this. There we go. We need to have a wait time. So explosion timer dot wait time equals 0.4. You know what? We want to know that this is working as well. Invalid index. Get index 6 greater than or equal to. Let's print out strafe hit something. I just hit. I really have no idea if this is working. This is where we need to add some more debug tools. Like we need to fill this place up with monsters to check collisions work straight away. Okay, this is triggering. Now it's hitting a body, and that body is excuse me. It's a monster, it's an enemy. Oh brilliant, okay. Not really seeing any reaction though. I can step into that. I just got shot. And then shoot direction. It's hard to see that anything's going on with all this other stuff happening. Can we like stop all the other stuff without breaking things? Save scene as, make a new scene called strafe test. And in this we will copy a player and we will give the world a script. It's a script. World. Cool. And then what will this do? How do we turn off the kittens? But this is quite cool. I've made a completely new stream and everything works already. How do we turn off the kittens? Am I actually running a different scene? Ah, here we go. Ooh, it crashed. Bounce attack scene. Oh, I have to plug everything in, do I? Oh, fuck that. Can't be asked. Delete. Let's just disable things. So, world scene is this one. I need to give it a proper name. Wave spawn timer. Let's make them spawn very fast. And then we will get rid of the bouncing as well. Where's the bounce? Spawn bounce. Who calls that? Is that the player's job? Yes, it is. We just won't start it, and we won't start this one either. Oh, here you go. You can see it's happening a little bit. Not as powerful as I thought, though. Boop, 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 boop. You see that's happening there. Du, du, du. Du, du, du. Du, du, du. So if I like pumped up those numbers, made strafe attack do like 50 damage. Let's see how that would look. Well, nothing's ever going to spawn though. So it's working. It looks like trash. You can't actually see it working. But here there is an invisible bunch of collisions going on diagonally from just to the left of the player. And wow, I love the shaking. That's probably something we need to solve. Whoa. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Oh, we have found the limit to our physics engine. It's a shame, isn't it? Right. What would be nice is if we could just spawn a little pixel to demonstrate what's happening. In fact, we're going to do that. Let's stick, to kind of demonstrate what's happening, let's stick pixels everywhere. Add new, or a line in fact. Can we just add a line? We can add a pixel and then stretch it. Sprite. Give us a sprite. Quick load you as a pixel. And then using the beauty of scaling, we're going to scale you along. Let's keep that 5 actually. Scale you along this axis. 100. Oops. Not 100. 400. Maybe even 600. And we're going to pivot you. Pivot. What skew do? Ooh, that's cool. No, we want rotation. Whoop. A bit shorter. Even shorter and skew you a little bit better. Skew, 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 skew. There we go. Oof, that is not a diagonal. This is not going the way the plane's going. So, now what we want is simply create a timer And this timer is going to be called strafe. Strafe timer. Strafe speed. Now, at some point, all of these values are going to have to go into some kind of some sort of player level object or something. Player statistics. I'm going to call it on strafe timer. Function on strafe timer. And then what we want is we want the world to say strafe. World.spawn strafe. And we'll give it a position. I'm going to call it strafe around position. Because I don't think it should be up to the player to decide where the strafing comes from. Around position. Vector 2. Strafe around player, and then copy and paste. Strafe tack scene, so we need to make another packed scene. Quite interesting how quite early on, once you've got a few things in there, you see how most of the kind of features and mechanics are made up in the same way, you know. Get a pack scene, spawn it, tell it to go somewhere. Strafe attack scene, position it, and it will do its own thing, won't it? So we don't have to actually position it around position. And then we'll give it like vector 2 with a random number. But we had a random rigid dot random range of -500 to 500. Do that for both. Dot rand int range -500 to 500. Cool. Then hook up the strafe attack to the hook up the packed scene to that, and then we can delete that. Where's my timer? I think I know. What do I? Strafe timer. Strafe timer. Strafe speed 1. On strafe timer. World spawn strafe around. Spawn strafe around. Strafe initiate. Add child. Position. That should work. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not working, is it? Is it happening? Strafe to target. Yeah, that's a good point. Is this happening? Yes, maybe. 1, 2. Nope, it's not. Why not? Strafe timer. Aha! We have to call strafe timer.start. Why did it just instantiate the player? have hooked this up right. Strafe attack scene. Strafe bounce scene. Basic enemy scene. These are not the right scenes. It's lying to you. Why is it instantiating players? I'm very confused. Yeah, that's the right one. That's the right one. Bugs, bugs, bugs. Lots and lots of bugs. I've made a bug. What is my bug? Strafe attack scene. Child to add instance. Instance position around the player. What is the bug? What is the bug? Strafe attack scene is null. Hmm. Did I expand them? How can that be null? String. Strafe attack scene. It's not null. It isn't null. Spawns it once. Instance. Adds it as a child. I don't know why that's happening. I don't know why it's making a player. Why is it making a player? Why is it making the whole scene again? This is weird. Something's gone wrong here. Let's close everything and open it up again. It looks like it's loading the wrong scenes. It's like it's loading itself. Why is it loading itself? What is going on? Okay, if I get rid of this and don't call get rid of this and don't call this one, but add these back. Is everything okay? He's trying to call that now. He was trying to call that. Where's the stack trace? On strafe timer. I haven't called start though. So why is that being triggered? What have I done here? Is it the pass? Is that the problem? What has happened? I don't understand. How is this happening? Oh, it's an error because it knows this thing doesn't exist. Okay, well you can exist, just don't use it. Okay, everything's fine, but these scenes do look kind of weird. So let's add back in this one, strafe timer connect on strafe timer wait, strafe timer add start, world.spawn. Should be absolutely fine. And then it's called strafing attack. What have we got here? These are all classed as projectiles and they only affect enemies. This code, it's got explosions, tweens, position, start position. So this started going wrong when I added, when I turned it into something you add. I just called the wrong function here, instantiate. Wait, why is that null? Is this the test scene that I made? Oh shit! Ah, I'm an idiot. I think. I hope. Yes, brilliant. This is most problems, just stupidity. Everything that goes wrong is because of me. Like, computers never do anything wrong. It's always the code. That spawned one time. Oh, look at them. Look at them go! Alright, let's spawn a little explosion. I think we've got a ring scene. Brilliant, okay. We're going to use this as an explosion. We're going to call it export var explosion scene, packed scene, and then using the magic of how shit works, we'll do this. Excuse me, gross. Next explosion, we'll do one of these. Explosion scene, and we'll set the instance.position to be body.position. So now have a, it does explosion.position. Then we go to our strafing attack and we say your explosion scene, we're going to use a ring. Although the ring doesn't actually explode, does it? We've got our... The only reason it explodes is because the bouncing scene makes it explode. So what we'll probably do at some point is turn the ring into a an actual exploding thing. Like it'll actually animate itself, and then we just drag and drop it into all different scripts, and they don't have to animate this themselves. In fact, we can do this very easily, and we're going to do it right now. We're going to do that right now. We're going to go to our ring scene, which is just this, and we're going to give it a script. It's going to be called animation. Ring animation. And on ready, it will do this. Self, self, self. Does that work? Alright, let's make this a bit more fun. Let's make a create me a very simple pixel graphic of an explosion ring. Would be nice if this stuff was animated. Why can I not see this? Whoa! That's not what I wanted. Make it more orange and fire. This is weird. What is this? Is this going to turn into something? I like how they throttle it by having this very slow delay. Make me a pixel art of a fiery explosion. Maybe you're not allowed. Right, well, what do we do instead? Fiery explosion. What's some like open source game art? Can we just find something we can use? Explosion. Ah, that's cool. Oh, that's quite nice. That was kind of cool. This is the one we want. Take this bad boy. Copy. How do we download it? Wow, amazing. We'll just drag and drop this explosion into sprites. And then we change this from being a visible thing into a explosion. Oh, it's an animation. Even better. Oh, it's a tile animation. Go dot tile animation. Can we also make it visible as well? That'd be great. I could see it. Give me all your alpha. There we go. The fuck can't I see it? Visibility. Okay, cool. How do we do that instead? Tile map. Can we change this to be a tile map? Tile map? How do we do this? Tile map. Oh, come on. Turn into a bloody tile map. tile map. So let's make a tile set. Add it to the tile set. Now where I can just kind of say become a tile set. Tiles. Create new resource tile set. Explosion. And we just like drag this in. Nope, that didn't work. Put that back. Explosion. Add it to the drag set by dragging resource into the left column. Oh, here we go. Oh, where's my explosion gone? Sure. Then switch to the select channel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's how it works. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. On the left you'll see options. Open animation, increase the number of frames and number available. Do something. 6, 1. Fuck, let's delete that and try again. Oh, animation. Let's try this again. Let it do its thing. Yes, do your thing. Brilliant. Then switch to the select panel and click on the first frame of your animation. Adding to the file. So then select panel, click on the first frame of your animation. On the left you'll see some options for that tile. Open animation, then increase. the number of frames to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Add frame once for each of your... Where's this add frames? Do you mean add element? Add element. Add element. It's not doing anything, mate. 6. Select the whole thing, maybe. Going crazy. Why won't you let me do what I want to do? No, I don't want to do that. Godot add element in tile set does nothing. This is really annoying. Should it be 8? No, should be the whole thing. Okay. Come on, please. Will a YouTube video tell me how to do it? Godot tile set animation. Tile set. This is good. Oh. We're saying right now. Huh. Not doing anything though. 1 separation 0 smooth. No. Atlas chords 1 2. 2 columns at duration. This is making it too big. Margins, separation.
Our four base tiles here in the first column. Once we've done that, we can open up the selection tool and select the third tile, which is going to be our animated.
So how do I create it so it makes them using like two tiles? I delete this, put this in here. Don't create this automatically. That's a tile, that's a tile, that's a tile. These are all tiles. I'm going crazy. I don't know what I'm doing. I've got to eat. Too tired.
Right off the bat, they'll ask us if we'd like to automatically create tiles in the atlas based off this image. And for non-animated tiles, yes is a great option here, but for now we want to click no. Reason for this is that we don't want each of our individual frames of our animated tile to be different tiles. We all want this to be part of the same tile here in the third row, and that's what we will define here in tile properties. To begin designating tiles for our tile set, we can click on the Atlas Setup tool up here in the top left corner and individually click on the tiles that we want to become a part of our set.
Where's this Atlas setup tool? What did he click on?
Set defined here in tile properties. To begin designating tiles for our tile set, we can click on the Atlas Setup tool up here in the top left corner and individually click on the tiles that we want to become a part of our set. This is going to be our four base tiles here in the first column. Once we've done that, we can open up the selection tool and select the third tile, which is going to be our animated tile. See in the tile properties that we have a drop down for animation and frames, and this is what we're going to want to open up to define the frames of this tile. This is where things got a bit confusing before I figured out what was going on here. When you click this add element button under the frames drop down,
Like, why is it doing it in... Why is it not just 111? Why is it so much bigger than that? Like, when I make a tile set, tile size is actually 8. This one doing wrong. No, now it's got loads. Oh, okay, no. Tile size is actually 24. Delete that. No, it's not 24. What was it by default? 16. Oh, so it's actually 32.
it's going to take the information here and have a drop Atlas Setup tool up here in the top left corner and individually click on the tiles that we want to become a part of our set. This is going to be our four base tiles here in the first column. Once we've done that, we can open up the selection tool and select the third tile, which
Oh, so we actually meant to say no, and this it is. Then we say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh, wow, okay. So now this actually becomes quick load. We want to load in a tiles. So it's not an explosion anymore. It's going to be a agile node. Tile map? Is that how it works? And then it loads in that? I don't know. Mm,
We have 7 tiles as tiles map, so we'll add some sand here for each, and just finish out with a little bit of water here, and our tile map is pretty much done. When we run the game, this is what we're left with. A bit confusing to figure out how to set these up, but overall very simple to do and a very cool effect to add to your tile maps. Hope you found this tutorial helpful. If you did, please let me know
okay,
down
I
below.
feel like
I'd love
this
to hear
is
from you, especially if you like
over
this
the
series.
top though what we've
If you
done
like
here.
tutorials, I'd love to hear what features you'd like to see more. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.
Right, now that was meant to be a ring, wasn't it? I thought we were editing the ring. Okay, that actually just becomes, let's make this an explosion gets deleted. And this actually just becomes a single thing, right? Let me just make this bigger. 4, 4. And transform it a little bit. I don't know if that'll work or not. Too, actually. I feel like this is a complete misuse of a tile set, but whatever, you know? Whatever. Oh, yes. 10. Amazing. Right, bouncing attack uses an explosion. Actually explodes down here. We want that to be bigger. Maybe this is fine. And the strafing. Where's strafing? Save. Strafing attack. Okay, there we go. You can see it kind of working. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna leave it there. I've made a complete mess of everything, but it's fine. Roguelike. Git status, git add. Added some strafing attack with a tile map and explosions. Cool. Right, we're gonna leave that there before I go crazy from hunger.